Well, hi there, everybody. That was quick. Yeah, I'm back. And on this one, we're going to read on Ghislaine, whatever the frapper name is, Maxwell. Uh, I'm not trying to be a smartass. Everybody pronounces it different. If you watch as many different people on the news and on corporate news and even on internet news, I think they all pronounce her name different. So I'm just going to call her Jelaine. Maybe, if I can remember, that's what I'm going to call her. And why did they move her to the worst prison in New York? And I'm going to read on her. I mean, I have my own feelings why they moved her to the worst prison in New York. Is I feel like it's a lot easier to knock her off there than where she was before. And whoever moved her there, whoever's responsible for moving her there, which if it isn't Bart, some associate of his or something that they're taking orders from, more than likely, to have moved her to the prison they moved her to, and where she's in so much danger, even if it wasn't her, that's a dangerous prison. Supposedly one of the most dangerous ones in that part in New York. I had the name of it written down, but it doesn't make any difference what the name of it is. I don't know if there's a way to inject anybody with COVID, but that would be one way to get rid of her really quick, to give her the worst case of COVID anybody ever had. I don't know if it's possible to do that yet or not, but I don't think she's going to get out of there. Not and still be breathing, and I don't think she's going to get to court and still be breathing, but that's just my thoughts. Everybody else sees her healthy, which is good, because I'm not wishing anything bad on her. There's been enough bad done in that direction, and it's time for some healing. The reason I feel like this is because there are definitely some undercover, deep, talk about deep state, they're deep in all states, because from what I understand, the passports that they found, not that they found on Epstein, were not fake passports, they were real passports. And the same with her, she had extra passports. And I know there is places you can get fake passports, but from what I understand, these weren't fake, these were real passports. So that means there's other countries involved in this. And then I was listening to some stuff, and the lady was explaining that even though her dad had gone to prison before he died, if I'm not mistaken, that's the story, he was really close to the Mossad, and they even came to his funeral, even though he was supposedly disgraced for taking money from people in a Ponzi scheme, and he'd been in jail. And so when he dies, 3 people showed up. One might have been the head of it, if I'm not mistaken, to her dad's funeral from Israel, what you'd call the deep state in Israel. And then she ends up having all these passports. Epstein ends up having all these passports. They're dealing in an international sex ring. They're bringing famous people in from all over the world, and probably got all kinds of tapes and everything else on them, or whatever, whether they're just videos or whatever, of several people from the United States, England, wasn't the Saudi princes supposed to have gone to that island a lot and stuff? Not that they're that worried about what's coming out, but that is really against their religion. So I was really shocked when I found out that she was in America, because I was thinking she'd feel safer somewhere else. But that's before I watched the different newsreels and stuff on this other stuff going on with her. So maybe if she would have stayed in Israel, she'd already been dead. I don't know. But I sure hope that she's got copies of everything and they're in the right hands. And I know, that's always how the movies work out, that they're threatened that these are going to hit the newspapers if you do this or that. But I don't know why that couldn't happen. But the only way she's going to make it to trial alive, if it's postponed till current presidents, ex-presidents, and a lot of people running around the earth right now are gone, are dead and 6 foot under, then she might get her day in court. But I don't think she's ever going to get in there breathing. But that's just my opinion. So anyway, let's do a reading on her and see how she's doing, what's going on. Just what's happening with her. So, okay. I think I'm going to use these cards again. I just used them for the other reading. I think I'm going to use them for this one too. No, I didn't. I used my king. Oh, whatever. Doesn't matter what I use. Let me... Come on, evil lady. What's going on with you? I know she probably got in to start with just for the money, but... never heard any more about that island and what they found there. How often... They were supposed to be all kinds of underground bunkers and stuff like that on it. I wonder if they really took dogs out there and got to looking around and how many dead bodies they might find there. Because out of all the people and all the kids and stuff they brought in there, I'm sure some of them might have fought like for their lives before it was over. With all the stuff, that evil stuff that was going on there. So I'm just, otherwise, we'd have heard more about this way before now. I'm sure they feel like they probably got graves all over that island somewhere. But that's just my feeling. Let's see what comes out for her cards. Maybe she's just a lot better person than I think she is. Sure she is. So this is for Ghislaine Maxwell. Cut them one more time. Okay. I will. Okay. We got the Queen of Wands for the Signifier, which to me shows that she just really thought she was safe, even just in that compound, I guess, that was whatever, like a mansion or wherever she had bought that property. Even though she paid cash for it, there had to be somebody that knew she paid cash for it, but for some reason she was feeling pretty safe and protected, and maybe that is because of all the big people she's got dirt on. I'm going to put my glasses on to read these. Yeah, she felt like she was being protected by the government, by the Republican Party for some reason. She might know enough stuff on Trump and maybe other people in his family, maybe even Kushner, have stuff on there that she felt pretty safe. At least till his term was. Maybe she was just going to hunker down there till till the election and then see where to move next in case she needed to. The foundation of this is the Page of Wands, so somebody brought the news. They said the FBI had never let her out of sight, that they had been watching her the whole time, or the CIA or somebody, but yeah, they're worried about, we got the Page of Wands here for the foundation, so they're actually really worried about what she might have to say. They're more worried about what she's got to say than anything that's gone on for a long, long time. Well, since Epstein mysteriously took a dive. In the recent past, she's put back some information. She's got it capped, sealed, and delivered. And it looks like go in two different directions. So she not only has one set of everything, she had two sets of everything, and they're both in different places with somebody that she trusted. I didn't really want to see this, even though I said I didn't think she'd make it to testify. But in the present now, she's really worried about her life. She just didn't really think they'd do the same thing to her that they did to Epstein. She didn't think they'd have the nerve to turn around and do it. But she's realizing now how much danger she's in. We got the Ten of Swords in the present. Let me pull these down so we can get them on. They haven't been getting on camera because I've been doing them too high. So we got the Ten of Swords in the present. And of course, here we are. In the past, she was dealing with the devils. Not only one devil, a bunch of devils. Bunch of people that was addicted, and right in there, and she was right in there with them. Here's her and Epstein, and maybe the Frump. Who knows? Who knows? He always comes up as the devil in my cards, especially lately. I can't even do cards without him coming up as the devil if he's even anywhere close to him. She's got everybody wanting a piece of her right now. In fact, she's having trouble keeping things straight in her head. She's got so many people wanting things after her, wanting a piece of her, wanting her to testify, wanting to get to her. The energy is so strong, it's even hard for her to concentrate at this time herself. And that's right under that demon card. So I'm just wondering if they're giving her drugs or something to calm her down, or if they're drugging her, medicating her, or something. She can't trust the people or the environment around her. They're already trying to figure out what to do with her. They're planning it. They're planning it. Trying to figure out how to set this up and get away with it. And I'm sure at this current time, if this is really going on, that Barr's right in the middle of it. Or maybe they're going to, like, maybe he just opens up the door and lets Israel come in there. I don't know. For some reason, I just can't get Israel off my mind. Well, I pulled two cards. her hopes and fears is that she got enough information to get her way out of this someday. That's her hopes and fears. Got the Three of Cups here. But the outcome is the Five of Pentacles. So if she doesn't end up dead, she'll definitely end up being destitute. And that's not a very good reading for her, but you know, I don't know why I'm feeling bad about it. She, I mean, definitely don't want to see physical harm come to her, but the lady, whatever, there could have been a better way to live her life than what she did to these young people, and she needs to be held accountable for it. That's how I feel. And so I'm just going to do 4 really quick. The past. Definitely be a dark soul. She knows that they're coming after her for her past. The present, she's definitely in jail. That card's right. The challenge is she thinks Trump or somebody associated with him or something's gonna maybe help her or get her out of there. This has always been my card for Trump and his organization, maybe Barr. But this King of Cups is upside down. Nobody has no love for her. They want her dead. They don't want her out of there alive because she keeps her mouth shut or doesn't give up evidence. They want her dead. So hopefully she'll live to be an old lady. I know some of the other readers have been saying that she would, and I really respect them all. And I feel like they're much better than I am. But I would be really amazed if she does. If she's not dead, she'll be like almost a mute, because she'll be like in some asylum or something. She'll really be they'll go in and remove part of her memory or something. But yeah, something's it's not good for her, people. And anyway, I love y'all, and thank you for the comments. And if you get a chance, please comment on this. And if there's anything else you want me to read on, send it to me. That's where I got that question about Ivanka, who she's going to throw under the bus. In fact, from 2 different people, her dad or Jared. And I don't know if I answered that or not, but I read on it in the reading before this. And what else? I'm trying to think if there's anything really quick I could read on, because I don't think that was that long. But maybe it was longer than I thought it was. I'm pretty windy. Anyway, night everybody, and I hope you're doing good. And take care of yourself. Keep yourself protected. I know I've got a little sloppy on, like, when I go in the store and stuff. I'm not sterilizing my steering wheel and taking my gloves off. I'm not paying quite as much attention about what I touch. And that's still real important, the hand washing, and to be really careful about what you touch in the sanitation. So I was kind of giving up on this, because you hear different stories from different places, and I thought, oh, it's just from people breathing on you. It's not so much what you touch. Well, don't forget to keep washing your hands and being careful if you're wearing gloves, how you take them off so you don't contaminate yourself. And wash your hands immediately after you take them off. And like I said, don't quit sterilizing your steering wheels and your door handles and all that kind of stuff, because this isn't over. It's just worse. And I hate to say that. I'd like to tell y'all it's just going to be over 1, 2, 3. But it's like anything. It's not. It's like building a house. You can't do it till it's done right, or it's just going to fall back in on you. So we need to do this like the other countries did it. And as sad as I hate to say this, it looks like we won't even have the PPE, is that what they call it? We're not even going to have that, or any of the testing or anything else to do this with, till we get get rid of this horrification we have in the White House and get somebody in there that's going to use science. But anyway, I love you all. And remember, if you want a personal readings, it's lynntarotreadings@gmail.com. And night now. Bye, everybody. Love you.